So I got this woofer I just recently built. We're going to give it a little testing, see how everything works on it, make sure there's no mechanical noise besides the venting on the bottom. I don't know if you can tell, but it is an old Fi BTL motor, the triple slugs, the first BTLs ever made. Here's the old coil. It was a 12-inch, it's now a 15 with the big wub surrounds. It was a factory coin and everything that was on it. This is the old basket, and the reason I went with the Sundown basket and the ZB4 spiders is because they're 10 inches. Let's come over here. Here's an average 8-inch spider that is used on like pretty much all 3-inch voice coil woofers. You see how that fits. Now this is a 10-inch spider, and just the diameter difference alone. And again, the 8-inch landing where the spider went around on a 10-inch spider. So with the larger diameter spider like that, you get a little more excursion or X-Max. You can also see, if we put these baskets up side by side, there's a dramatic height difference. A lot of it's, you know, between the surround landing and the spider landing, but also the spider landing and where it bolts down. It's going to allow for a lot more travel. So that's why we went with the ZB4 basket and surround, or I should say cone. So we're going to play it a little bit, you know, see how she does. Also got these nice big 4-gauge terminals on there. A lot of people think 4-gauge is a little excessive, but like every box I build and a guy requests terminals, these are terminals I use. And also, just unscrew in here quick. Notice you got a great big old 4-gauge hole there for a 4-gauge wire. You can take a piece of 8-gauge and stick it right through the hole. So, big terminals on speakers, big terminals on your speaker box. Win-win. Yeah, let's go and play this guy a little bit here. We'll try some 20 hertz. Just going to try to loosen up the suspension a little bit and run some TS parameters with the SMD IMSG. Thing's awesome. And of course we got the DD1 Plus, we got the old G DD1, and we have the CC1. And of course, you know, a couple clamps. Gotta have your clamp meters, gotta have your multimeter, gotta have a term lab. But I'm rambling, so let's get some frequencies playing through this thing. So let's go for some decaf, 20 hertz tones, 0 dB tones. Now the noise that you're hearing, if you can hear that from over there, is the air being sucked in and out of the gaps or the vent holes on the bottom. Again, this is 20 hertz. You can really feel that air moving in and out of them vents. And everything's on cables vibrating a little bit. move nice, and that coolant is awesome. You can really hear that air woofing out of there. That should keep the coil pretty nice and cool. And she's starting to walk off the table. And also, in case you're running it, it's a dual 2-ohm coil. The coils are ran in parallel, and it is being powered right now by a Sundown SAZ 4500 on the bench. We got a D3100 back there and an SPV70 back there as well, and a little charger.